The government completes 100 days in office today, and despite him having stated at the outset that he did not believe in setting a 100-day agenda, his ministers are ready to address a series of news conferences to showcase the progress made so far. These conferences will focus on the initiatives taken by the ministries concerned over the past 3 months. The BJP would hope that this exercise will also help the party in the coming assembly elections in the states of Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. While the Modi government can be credited for decluttering the government and ambitious financial inclusion schemes and the sending out of a tough message to Pakistan on terror, one cannot discount the setbacks it has suffered in the recent assembly elections, the controversy surrounding his number 2 Rajnath Singh and the failure to live up to what was a core poll promise to bring back black money. Speaking in Raebareli, Sonia Gandhi herself spoke on Modi completing 100 days in office along with his government. She hits where it hurts the most.
What would you call 100 days of these government, a success or a failure?
Why don't you ask them?
I've spoken to them, but I wanted to know your perspective.
Well, I agree with them.
You agree with them?
Yes.
It's a failure? It's a failure?
Well, what else can I say?
And how
what about prices? Have they gone down? You ask them.
And joining me in the studio is Executive Editor Javed Ansari. Also joining me live from Raebareli is Deputy Editor Ashar Khan. Javed, if I could come to you first, it's going to be a very interesting day today, really. You're going to hear two stark voices emerging through the day. On one hand, you're going to have Modi's ministers coming out and listing all the achievements. On the other hand, like Sonia Gandhi, you're going to have the Congress coming out and slamming all that the BJP says.
Yes, but it's to be expected. You can't expect the opposition to pat the government on the back, and you cannot but expect the government to pat itself on the back, to crow about some of its achievements. In the 100 days, at least Narendra Modi seemed to be a lot more active, a lot more proactive minister. The government seems to be a lot more engaged. There's a certain amount of energy. This was something which was starkly missing from the Manmohan Singh government, especially in its last few days. Of course, as is the case, there's sometimes people take credit for achievements that probably were due to others, like the growth in GDP. After all, this government has only been here for 90 days. And these figures reflect, like Mr. Tariq Anwar was saying earlier in the program, the measures that were taken much earlier. But nonetheless, they are on the, if you do a balance of things, at the end of the day, I think there are more hits than misses to this government's credit. More
hits than misses is what Javed has to say. Also joining us live is Ashar Khan from Raebareli. Ashar, we just heard Sonia Gandhi speak out, and we're going to have a lot of Congress leaders towing her line really as far as slamming the Modi government today is concerned. What's the Congress's strategy today?
Well, for starters, at 12 in the afternoon, there is a press conference of the former Commerce Minister Anand Sharma, who is going to outline the failures of the current government in the last 100 days. But here, as far as the ground reality is concerned, the Congress President is out here in her constituency. She's meeting people. She also said that prices have not come down. So clearly, they are taking battle to the ground. They are going to start from the scratch. What we expect is that there are other protest rallies which are also planned all across Uttar Pradesh as far as the 100 days of the Modi government are concerned. So Congress really trying to act like an opposition party and blaming the government for the promises which it could not keep.
All right, Javed and Ashar, thank you so much for joining us on that big story. Of course, we've seen NSUI also protest against Rajnath Singh outside his house over black money. Well, those protests, like Ashar pointed out, will continue through the day today.